On the tee from the United States of America, the Back Nine Bros. Starting in 3, 2, 1.
All right. Well, you guys probably don't remember who I am. Well, I'm back, bro. This is the Back Nine Bros podcast coming to you on so many different platforms. We're on pretty much every podcasting platform there is, whether it's Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Now coming to you not live, but previously recorded on YouTube. I don't really need to go into who's here because everyone can just see it. We got Pole, we got Drewby, and we got Bobo here to talk about golf, everything we like to talk about. Fortunately, no special guest for this occurrence, but we've been pumping them out prior, and we're going to keep on pumping them out because that's just what we do. Just pump them, pump them, pump them, keep on pumping. But I feel like a rookie, guys. Anybody else want to start this off? I feel
Well,
like
you're a big pumper these days, aren't you?
yeah, dude, pumping left and right, like pumping up a bike. But I'll let you guys ride that bike because I feel lost.
All right. Well, yeah, we just came off a great chat with our boy Scotty Gachewski last night. Unfortunately for Drewby, had to miss another one the third time. Drewby was flying overseas. No, where were you going? You were coming from Charlotte?
South Carolina to Florida.
All right,
Yeah.
so not too far, but sad to see him not be able to make it. But yeah.
Thoughts on edges. Maybe we'll have him on again, and then I'll make sure to be on that one.
All right, fourth time's a charm. That's what we like to hear. Tom Kim defending Drewby. I know you didn't watch it, but I mean, still, it's pretty good showing.
Followed along. I'm not surprised. Loves the golf course. Once Eric Cole shot what he shot, I knew that it wasn't going to be enough. So
yeah,
yeah, it was. I'm not surprised. Plays the golf course real well. Probably one of the best, if not the best player in that field going into it. So I mean, put it together, makes a bunch of putts, consistent. Hit some great iron shots. I know the one that they got on Mike with great call to Joe Scovern to his caddy. He's like, if that goes near it, it's like the greatest call of all time. That was a funny one. But yeah, it was cool. I mean, good for him. Another wouldn't be surprised if he went to major soon. The kid is just so good, so incredible. How old is he? Is he even 22 yet? Is he 21?
I think he's 21.
Jesus, 21 defending
3 wins, yeah.
Back years. That's crazy impressive. Youngest ever to defend his title, I believe.
Probably. Yeah, that's wild. If you don't count Saul's a title defender.
I don't even know what that means, and I'm just lucky to not be in the crossfire here. When you're saying that Truby was missing a few interviews there where it's 3 in a row, I'm happy no one's keeping score for me at this point. But I mean, when you're looking at the tournaments nowadays, I mean, it's just a struggle for me to watch golf right now. I'll be completely honest. After that devastating, I know I wasn't on for it, but the recap of the Ryder Cup, I just like am anti watching golf for the next couple of weeks. But with that being said, though, there's still a lot of great golf to be played, and to kind of defend your title like that, it's always impressive. And going forward, I mean, what a way to start out the year, right? Getting your name atop the FedEx Cup points right away and keeping your name in people's mouths and having them talk about you is always important. But I digress. So sorry to interrupt there and interject.
Another thing before the Bo gives his thoughts, because his thoughts are most important. The thing that stood out to me a lot looking at this leaderboard again, Canadian golf is so good. Adam Hadwin, Pendrith, Nick Taylor, all like Nick Taylor T13, but all pretty much within the top 10. Those 3 are so good. Like
Mac Hughes.
I mean, yeah, the Canadian golf is like impressive. It's crazy. That's just the random
Adam
spot.
Svensson.
Before Bobo, real quick, do you think that Canadian golf is so good because there's a limited amount of them on tour and we're not really seeing like the juniors phases and like who misses it? Like you're only really seeing the big names up there for Canadian golf. Like
Yeah,
me,
but
I'm not a big fan of Canada. I'll say it. But I do think that, I mean, it's probably perspective, right? But I mean, I'm not disputing the fact that they're all good. I'll shut up. I'll let you guys go on.
Well, the few that there are on tour are always at the
They're
top.
solid.
So, yeah.
Week in and week out, they're solid. But I know I saw Bobo about to unmute there, so I'll shut up.
Yeah, I have barely anything to say. I watched one hole of the Shriners. It was Lexi's final hole on Friday when I was thinking maybe she had a chance to make the cut. So well done, Tom Kim. But yeah, I really have no positives to add to this conversation.
Yeah, once again, you guys all went against me. I said I'm hammering the MC line. You guys are like, nah, she's making the cut on the number.
Okay. There's a difference, though. Okay, you're like, she's gonna shoot 80.
I didn't say that. Go listen back to the episode. I just said MC.
Okay, well, I know what you were thinking, but
I was thinking like a +3, +4, and what was she, +2?
What she did. I mean, I totally.
She played well.
That was this. She was so impressive.
Yeah.
My God, driving the green on the second day on the drivable hole, I was just extremely impressed with her play. I mean,
out driving Kevin Roy.
Yeah, she hits the
timeout. Idiot question here. Was it like a co-ed tournament?
No, I mean, she just got a sponsor's exemption.
Where have you been?
Wait, the Shriners, dude.
Yeah.
I've been working. Sorry, I don't pay that much attention. I thought we just went from talking about like Tom Kin and I'm lost. Sorry, apologies.
Yeah,
So how many hours of sleep you running on these days?
Not a lot. But yeah, I'll shut up. Fuck.
Sponsors exemption, quite the performance, very impressive, even though she missed the cut by a couple. I mean, very, very impressive. I remember on her first hole watching it live. She drove it in the bunker, and the fairway bunker shot she hit was just like incredible. I thought the course also was set up well for her. A lot of people were worried about if she drove it in the rough and all that, but I thought the fact that it's a very dry golf course, the fact that she could get her putter on a lot of shots around the green was definitely very helpful, because we know her chipping is sometimes a struggle. So that was something that I didn't even think of going into it, and I thought that definitely helped her out a lot.
Yeah, the distance I didn't think was going to be an issue, because like you said, it was so firm and it was just going to run. She hits it far as it is. She probably averages on LPGA probably 280, 285. So I mean, you put that in firm conditions, it's running out to 300. So yeah, I mean, solid performance overall. Went 2 over, 2 under, and it could have been lower the second round. But a couple missed putts, and poor bogey on what was the last par 3 she played. But yeah, overall, I mean, I think she was pleased, given the fact she beat a lot of top guys out there in the PGA Tour.
Yeah.
But yeah. You look confused. I think Saul is just so like in shock right now.
He's sideways.
Lexi played the PGA Tour event.
Look, I'm just trying to figure that out right now, right? Because I obviously don't pay the best of attention. I'll be honest. And when I was doing my research before, I did not expect to hear Lexi's name. And when I look at the LPGA events, I see the LPGA Shanghai, BMW Ladies Open, talking Lexi here, and the Shriners. Was a little confused, caught off guard.
I just can't take you seriously right now because you're sideways. But other than that,
I mean, I feel like I'm eating corn on the cob right now. What's going on?
What do you mean corn on the cob?
Like horizontal.
Oh, sorry. I'm on my mobile and I was just trying to look at something. Happens.
Anyways, another thing that makes it even more impressive, because I felt like that was a bigger storyline than Tom Kim defending. I mean, let's not take away from that, but obviously that was the big storyline going into it. The fact that she wasn't even playing well going into it, let's be real. Everyone thought it was going to be a struggle because she's played like crap on the LPGA Tour this year, and I'm sure she would agree if you asked her. So I mean, that makes it even more impressive to me. All the things for me, she defied expectations. She defied what I thought she would do. I know I said she'd make the cut, but realistically, I kind of rethought that in the sense that that's a lot to ask for considering how she was playing. But I was beyond impressed with her play, and I think either tee it up again there next year or another course that's similar, like dried out like that, where she can get her putter on a lot of shots around the green. I think she can make a cut eventually if she keeps teeing it up.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't agree more. I mean, put her out at like PGA West, she's got a chance.
Yeah, exactly.
But moving on to ZOZO. It already started, guys. I mean, we're a little behind the 8 ball here, but we're not going to look at the board. Don't worry. But yeah, great field this week. You know, Ricky Fowler back playing. You know, I just want to say I can't wait to see Ricky Fowler back in the winner's circle, man. Even though he got one this past year, I know that he's going to get back inside the top 20 in the world. I know it. I know it. Once he gets like a big win, like not saying like a major, but like maybe like a Farmers or something. I know it. Ricky Fowler is coming back. I know Drewby likes to hear that.
Oh no, I agree with you very much. I think his swing's looking better than it ever has. I just think that, to me, I don't really care if he wins the Farmers. I don't really care if he wins an elevated event. I just think he needs a major. I think that, I know his game's back, but I think his game's back to the point where if he could win, the next step should be a major. I mean, it's what he's
He
been
may
searching
never
for.
win one. I mean, that's just the reality. He may never win it.
Well, to me, that's always been what's left, and that's what that should obviously be the goal. But sure, it would be great to win an elevated event. But to me, him being back is if he wins a major. I mean, that's if he wins a major and he's a top 10 player in the world, as he should be, with how good his ball striking is and with how good the putter is, the new putter. I'm looking for a major.
So if he wins 3 times non-major, that's this year.
We didn't say that. You said elevated.
No, but I'm just saying in general, like if he wins 3 events this year.
It's a great year, but it's not a major. He's always been searching for the major. That's always been the thing that people judge him for. So I mean, that's what he needs. Bobo, what do you think?
Asks from Drewby here.
What do you
I
think?
would love to see Ricky come back. I mean, I think 3 wins. I know you didn't say it, but I think 3 wins is what, crazily ambitious.
Yeah,
for
that's
Ricky.
not happening. But
But I could see him scrapping out a major here or there. I mean, he got close at LACC, and he ended up playing better throughout the rest of the summer after that. Went on to win the Raga Mortgage. So he could. I don't think he's playing this week at ZOZO.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to do anything this week. No offense to Ricky. Just not quite feeling him. Feeling more of like a JJ Spawn kind of week. Potentially Will Gordon, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, I mean, Ricky, he's in a good spot. He made the Ryder Cup. I know he didn't play all that much at the Ryder Cup, but he's got to have some confidence being around those guys who are all top 20 in the world. So if I had to make a prediction for next season with a gun to my head, I would say that he doesn't win, but I think he'll have quite a few top 10s, quite a few top 20s like he did last year, and it's not like he's going to fall out of form again like he did a few years back.
I just think we're to the point where he was good, he was bad for a couple of years. He had his swing change. Last year was kind of the first year being comfortable with it. This year it's fully comfortable. He has a new putter. He's comfortable with the putter. He's got the swing. He's comfortable with the swing. So there's no excuses to not at least win at least one more. I know a regular tournament would be great, but I think he should be up there, and like the Open Championship or even the Masters. Always seems to play well at the Masters when he's playing good throughout the year. So yeah.
I couldn't agree more.
I saw somewhere that something about all the live guys soon not being able to play in some of the majors because their exemptions are up. Like Patty Reed, for example, is I think only in the Masters this year, unless he were to qualify for the US Open and the others. And I'm sure that's the same for quite a few other guys. So Ricky's kind of lucky. I mean, I think with how he played last year, he would have made all the majors, because I know he missed out a couple years back. But, with a lot of these live guys dropping out, it certainly gives him some more opportunity to come up the ranks and, contend in some of these majors where guys aren't going to be playing.
Credit to him too, because he could have easily just taken the money and gone to live. I mean, with how his career was going and with how his swing was, he could have easily just thrown in the towel and just taken the money. So
I think JT and Jordan would have been salty about that, though. I think they would have been disappointed in that. So I think that was. I mean, I just don't think that's Ricky though. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, from the beginning, when they had the playoff event down in Maryland, not this year, but the year prior, when everyone was kind of jumping ship to live, and people in the PGA Tour was trying to defend their position, and fortify it by retaining players. Who was with Tiger Woods going to that players only meeting, flying into Delaware, and driving down. It was Ricky Fowler. So I think Ricky has realized how good the PGA Tour has been to him over the years, and has kind of hitched his wagon, with the PGA Tour and the people that he stands closely to. So like Tiger Woods. So I mean, it does make sense for a guy like him when he's not performing well. Hey, let me just take this guaranteed money and kind of solidify my financial future. But at the same time, you can tell that he's totally a loyal guy to his friends and the other guys on tour, and stands for what he believes in. I think that makes him even more respectable as a player, someone that you can identify with as a loyal, respectable person.
well said by Mr. Saul. Couldn't agree more. What do we think from this week? I mean, I think
You know who's
top 15.
looking hot?
Before
Sahith, yeah, I was thinking him. I was thinking him for a lock top 10.
before before we get into Zozo, I just wanted to say I had the chance to. I watched one of my friends, but I went to first stage of Corn Ferry Q School today at a local course at the Falls in Boynton Beach. Just watching a bunch of guys and just, I mean, I know this is like obvious, but it's incredible how many good players there are coming up out of college. I'm sure Cole experiences it firsthand playing the college golf that he plays. Like the amount of competition level, how it's just gone up, and how the PGA Tour has done a lot to support it with PGA Tour U and stuff like that. I just think we have a lot to look forward to on the PGA Tour with how many talented players there are coming up. I know that's totally random, but it was just something I saw today just watching first stage Q School, and the fact that that's only first stage and the leaders like 11 under through 2 rounds. I mean, these kids are just so good at golf, and I just think we're in a great state. I know a lot of people are complaining and still worried about all the guys we lost to live, but I just think the younger generation, we're just in such a good state in the game of golf right now, especially the PGA Tour. I know that's random as hell, but that's just something I observed.
No, it's not random.
Also, though, speaking of, Gordon Sargent got his.
Yep, that's what I was gonna say.
Through like
Locked it up. Throw the
PGA
key away.
Accelerated, the PGA Tour U today. So, I mean, it's unbelievable. He's my age, junior in college, and he could go to the PGA Tour as you know, right when the next season starts. So, pretty cool to see, especially for somebody the same age as me. It's very possible.
There you
It's
go,
just-
Bobo. Start fucking prepping up.
It's just a great,
Yeah,
it's just a
Bobo.
great-
Get your 20 points while you can.
it's a great platform too. I mean, the top 30 kids, it's just a great concept. Think about it. They deserve it. So many the whole PGA Tour U concept is just fabulous. Think about you go to the NHL or the NBA or the NFL out of college, you get drafted, you enter the draft. PGA Tour, it's an unfair concept for the fact that the kid is the number one player in college and some random kid off the streets who wants to play, they both start at the same level. You should get credit for the play that you have in college, and that's what they're doing. And I love how it's not just top schools. There are kids at FGCU and smaller schools that are in those rankings too. Nick Gabrelsic is an example, a great player out of Florida. So I mean, I think the game's in a great place, and I think the PGA Tour is doing a great job with that when it comes to allowing kids like that to get status on the Corn Ferry or even the PGA Tour. Fred Biondi, another
You
perfect
and your
example.
Florida boy, man.
They're good at golf, man. What can I say?
Yeah, you guys have like a silver spoon in your mouth when it comes to golf. You can play all year round. It's BS.
So when
always
was the last time you teed it up?
And this isn't a podcast about me. You want this thing to go downhill and everyone to stop watching, I'll talk. But you guys keep on going.
So you're ending up just fine, man. You're doing well for yourself.
Nah. I'm just looking at the PGA Tour U though standings right now. As of this week. And yeah, going off what Drewby said, it's not just like Stanford, like Alabama, Oklahoma, Texas. Dude, East Tennessee State University. How is it this guy's in 18th? Like, sorry, never heard of your school, no offense. But I mean, I didn't think of them having a super strong and accomplished golf program. And then some of these other, like Mercer University. Where is that?
Haven't
The
you
whole-
played against them, Bobo? Mercer? feel like
Yeah,
I've seen that.
Yeah,
No,
we
that's
have. We've run into
Georgia.
them a couple times.
Is that in Georgia, Cole? Am I right?
I actually don't know. Yeah, it is Macon, Georgia.
But the whole concept, how it's all connected, is great too. Think about the transfer portal, the fact NIL, all that stuff. A kid can start at a school like East Tennessee State University and transfer to a bigger school. Through that, he can play well in those tournaments and gather more points to PGA Tour U because they get more points at the higher rated events that they play. It's just all in all, it's just a great concept, and that's something that's just going to only continue to make the PGA Tour better and continue to feature better players. So besides the whole people being worried about live and losing guys to that, I think we're in a great spot in professional golf, especially on the PGA Tour.
Yeah, I feel bad for James Pyatt though. He's gonna lose his list status. He's gonna have to go play Asia Tour. Can't come to PGA Tour.
Going to get relegated.
His
Yeah.
career could be over, man.
Yeah. Hey, he made a lot of money. I know his career could be over, but he made a lot of money. So anyway,
Yeah, maybe I'll dial him up for some lessons later on when he's back to teaching at a club.
So you could use him. It's like, all right, you know what? Forget it. You don't want to go into your personal golf game. We won't go down that road.
No, I mean, you can go down that road, but there's not much to talk about. I don't play golf.
We want to know, when was the last time you teed it up?
Last time I teed it up, December of 2008. No, I was just referencing the other guys where it's like, when's your last test pop? No, probably like mid-August.
Shark River.
You know it. But yeah, I think, can we just touch on the whole live thing real quick? How like it's disgusting how Phil Mickelson still like gets the spotlight with everything that he says like related to golf. It's kind of like disgusting.
He always will. He's Phil Mickelson.
I have actually a story to share that I forgot to tell all of you. So I was no names will be mentioned here, but Phil Mickelson out 2010 Barclays at Ridgewood. Friend of mine, or a acquaintance, he was with his 4-year-old son at the time, followed Phil's whole round. And the son went up to Phil after his round as he was walking off the 18th green saying, "Can I get an autograph, Phil?" And Phil goes up into the father's face and says, "Can't you see I'm fucking working here?" And walks away. That's the kind of guy he is.
But that's just, what a jerk.
I have no idea what to think of Phil. Like one day it seems like he's great, and the next
He's
day
a phony.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like
I've said it from day one.
Tough to come to a definitive conclusion, that's for sure.
It's impossible to defend him. It's impossible.
You said it from day one, even when he was dominating on the PGA Tour.
No, see, I used to like Phil back like in 2004 or something because I was lefty. Because I'm lefty.
Or you were like
I was 5. Yeah.
I couldn't even
but
and
then I realized he was kind of
barely open my eyes.
You could barely open your
eyes. I was a little chicken nugget walking around. Matt was like reading.
You were barely born.
Matt was getting up at 3 a.m. watching Luke Donald full rounds when he was 5.
Exactly. I'm watching the Malaysia Bank Open.
That's where the addiction started.
Absolutely. No, but yeah, Phil, definition of a douchebag. We're not holding back here on this podcast, boys. No holding back.
Did he do something recently that I missed? Like, why is he coming back into this conversation?
They have the live final event of the year at Doral, and they had a press conference today. And Phil had mentioned something about live like becoming stronger. So I didn't read the exact details, but I saw there was something that came out today.
Yeah. Talk about just ruining the game, man.
ZOZO, let's get it started.
I mean, I got my winner, but I guess we got to start DFL. I'm going Kita Nakajima.
God, isn't he
his home country?
Yeah.
Wait, he was the #1 amateur in the world.
Was he?
Yeah, he was a stud.
I'm,
He's tailor made. He's a beast.
I'm still going DFL.
Boys,
I'm
I got apologies about that, but I'll catch you guys in the next one. Sorry about that.
Give us your
Alright,
winner.
so-
Winner, real quick.
What was that?
Give us your winner, real quick.
So my winner is going to be David Lingmerth.
Yeah.
Really?
Going out
Yeah.
with a
Long leg, short torso. Winner.
bang.
Wow. All right, so we'll catch you on the next one.
Later, boys.
Um,
I'll go.
Little does
safe.
Soul know. Little does Soul know because this tournament's already started. We're not looking at the leaderboard, but David Lingworth is like in second, so that's a pretty good pick.
well, he probably saw that. He probably looked it up.
Probably, yeah. That would be the epitome of a Soul move. Also, are there like 50 players in this field? It looks tiny.
It's like I think 80 or something. Yeah,
Seems way smaller than that.
maybe 75. I don't know.
Probably 75. I'll go safe with my DFL. Give me Rio Ishikawa.
All right.
Guy who just like disaster.
Who you got, Bubba?
I'm just counting how many players. I think 75 is right.
Yes, sir.
DFL.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go Davis Riley.
Wow.
Kind of crazy because he's really good, but I haven't heard
Holy
his name.
shit. He was gonna be my dark horse, and he still is.
Right? I
Yeah.
guess we'll see. You have a much better chance of pulling this off than I do, but I guess we'll see. Are we going into dark horse after you said that?
Well, he's my dark horse. Yeah.
I'll take Trevor Werbelow. Dark horse.
Okay.
Played solid. Like he played solid last week. I could be wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
He was paired with Lexi and he was playing real well. So I'll take Trevor
Like it.
Werbelow.
I don't even know if this guy's considered a dark horse anymore because he had a great year last year, but Justin Suh, really good player, up and comer.
I like it. My lock top 10 is going to be Sam Ryder. It's a safe pick. I mean, he's having a stellar past year, I'd say. Yeah, I think that's a safe one.
My lock top 10, I'll take a guy who played well last week and who continues to maintain his tour card and continues to play well every once in a while. Alex Noren. I'll take him.
Yeah,
He's a lock top 10.
yeah, I like it.
That guy hasn't hit a draw since 1941.
Yeah, never.
Dropping it in the slot. I like it.
I'll take Adam Scott, lock top 10. Silky smooth, classic.
Just a beautiful manicured, just like pristine golf course. Just screams Adam Scott. I mean, just everything about it.
Zally.
Yeah, I agree. My winner is going to be a man who typically plays well here at the ZOZO in Keegan Bradley. I think he's really pissed that he got fucked in the Ryder Cup, not getting picked. So I think he's going to come out and just piss out the field.
That'll be back to back.
Yeah.
Depending. Give me Eric Cole. I'm gonna keep picking him till he wins. Eric Cole.
Eric
So
Cole.
we could be like just 2 years from now. So I'm going.
We won't be because he's winning so soon, and
According to you, you think he could be winning a major?
if he wins his first tournament, he could win a major, 100%.
I like how we're at the point where two of Drew's 4 picks are just a given. It's Gligic.
I mean, we don't even need to do 2 of them. I mean, you just have to do lock top 10 and dark horse. So.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the DFL one. I mean, he's not in the significant events, signature events.
When Brian Harmon tees it, it could go either way too. I've got 3 options to choose from.
Yeah.
Fair. Give me Decky for the win.
Yes.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I'm kind of picking the big dogs this week, so but I feel like he hasn't done anything in a while. Maybe going home to Japan will light the fire that he once had.
Hey, by the way, good play in España for H2Bo, right?
I didn't even check. Did he play well?
Yeah, he didn't win, but I think he finished top 10.
By his standards, he didn't play well.
Yeah, for his standard, that's like a DFL. He's won that event 3 years straight or something.
Remember the 3-wood that Hideki hit a couple of years ago on 18?
Yes.
Is that at the Sony?
No, it was and at the Sony, at the Zozo also though. Oh my god.
He's good.
Wasn't out of the bunker? Wasn't there one he
No.
hit out of the bunker?
I thought it was in the fairway. I could be wrong.
No, there was one out of the fairway, but there was one out of the bunker on an 18th hole. I'm trying to remember where it was.
Something about that guy in that bright yellow shirt on a Sunday.
Oh, that's great.
What's the best golf shot you guys have ever seen live on TV?
Jeez, man. Okay. Tiger, Open Championship, fairway bunker shot. Was it 10 or 11? Yeah. Best shot I've ever seen.
155 8-iron.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That was unbelievable. The lip was like 17 feet high.
Dude, I have no idea. That's too tough a question. I feel like there's like a best shot I've ever seen like once a month now.
Yeah, that's true.
The best shot I've ever seen on Instagram was a post by I think Boyd Summerhays, Tony Finau hitting a slice like iron to lay up. It like sliced like 60 yards. It was the sickest thing I've ever seen. But yeah, that's just random. But yeah.
I mean, honestly, like probably like a drive by Rory at some point. I mean, it's just
what?
I mean, some of those drives Rory hits are just like that's just
Majestic.
Yeah, it's just incredible.
This is like guys make this kind of putt every week, but Jordan's putt at Birkdale, like that 50-footer where you said go get it to Greller, was pretty sick.
Drewby, remember what JT Griffin told us? He said when we asked him what his best shot was, he said it was just like a mid-iron he hit to 30 feet.
Yeah, when he just pured it right up the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. I love that answer.
He's like, it's not that crazy of a shot, but there was this 6-iron I hit into the wind, and it did exactly what I wanted to do in the heart of the green.
Like he said, he was under pressure, and I think the wind was going in a direction that he just hated, and he hit it right in the middle. It was a hard hole. Yeah, it's true. It's cool.
I mean, just some of those tee shots Rory hits, dude. It's just, it's unbeatable. Unbeatable.
I think in person, I know we're running out of time here. I think in person, the coolest person to watch that I've watched, obviously Rory and stuff like that, but watching Sergio hit 3-woods is just so cool. I remember watching that at Honda when I was younger. All just like rises. Oh my god, that's
his swing is wild. It just drops it like nobody's business.
Almost hits his back leg.
Yeah,
I don't even know what the best shot I've seen. Maybe in person. Yeah, I don't know.
Tell you what, there's this guy named Luke Donald. I once saw.
No, it's honestly no. I'll tell you what it was. This summer, Colorado Golf Club, okay, and first round of the United States Amateur.
I know where this is going.
Is
this going to be William Love, 8th hole?
No.
All right, then you got me. Let me hear it.
Record somewhere.
Yeah, there was I forget what hole. It's the par 5 where you made eagle. The drive you hit on that hole.
15.
Yeah,
it makes
15. 15. Yeah.
He doesn't remember. He makes so many eagles.
Yeah, I guess that was a pretty good drive. Thanks, man.
I mean, that was the best shot I've seen in a long time. I don't know. I guess I'm not watching that great of golf in person as of late.
Mine might be Matt Polverino, first hole at Fairmount Country Club. He hit a bird once on the fly.
You weren't even there.
Yeah, you FaceTimed me after the
fact. That was one of the most incredible things I've ever seen on a golf course. I will say.
For the people who are on YouTube, I gotta find this picture because Matt FaceTimed me about a minute after, and I took a screen.
Let's just say
if you're squeamish, I wouldn't look, but there it is.
The bird did not make it. The bird.
Ruby, you want to tell them that?
You can't tell. He's like crying. It was so funny.
All the other birds circled around it.
All the other birds were like ready to attack him.
No, they circled around their dead friend.
Yeah, they're like, "You killed our friend. What the hell is your problem?"
But that's gonna do it for us this week. Oh, look at Bobo's name. He changed his name for us. Look at that. But Yeah, we've got a special guest coming for you again this weekend, and yeah, we'll catch you in a few days. So until then, stay tuned.